is, we live in a world that exists under the illusion that what's beneficial for our economy and what's beneficial for humanity are one and the same. We live in a world that perpetuates the illusion of scarcity to keep our prices high and our society segregated. We live in a world where it's encouraged to tread on the people around you in order to climb the corporate financial ladder. A world where people are encouraged to neglect their friends and family and make up for their sense of boredom and loss with material gain, spending our inflated incomes on useless products and services we've been convinced are necessary to improve ourselves. We live in a world where musicians and artists that struggle to find a balance between remaining true to themselves and making ends meet are frowned upon by society and recognized not for their talents but for their financial invalidity. We live in a world where we are poisoned in the name of progress, made captive in the name of liberty and slaughtered in the name of civilization. At some point we have to look at this and ask, what is wrong with this picture? Why do we put up with this? Why do we do this to each other? And the simple answer to this is money and power. We've been brainwashed into believing that the gain of money and power should be our ultimate goal as human beings. We've become identified with it to the point that without it we feel like we are nothing, when in reality there's actually nothing further from the truth.
Love's forsaken, what are they making? Hooked on the green while your wife's all vacant. Love's forsaken, what are they making? Minimize giving while you maximize taking. Love's forsaken, what are they making? Hooked on the green while your wife's all vacant. Love's forsaken, what are they making? Minimize giving while you maximize taking.
The problem is that we live in a world where a small and elite group of individuals subtly manipulate human values in accordance with a regime specifically designed to ensure our gradual enslavement and to disconnect us from nature and our fellow human beings. It's not difficult to see what's going on here. You don't have to delve too deeply to realize the truth. Pulling the wool from in front of your eyes is the easy part. What's difficult is trying to find a solution to these problems. It's hard to know whether or not we've gone too far down the rabbit hole to find a way out again. My personal hope is that with a common understanding we will continue to move forward in a collective evolution, away from the singular and towards the whole, away from the material and towards the spiritual. Because it's pretty clear to me that this is the only chance we have to survive. people who abuse their positions of authority. A world where governments and international organizations with socio-political agendas create situations and make decisions that start wars, based purely on the prospect of economic gain and the control of resources. Why do we still feel any sense of loyalty towards this system when collectively we have the power to change everything? It's possible for us to create a world where the concept of rich and poor doesn't even exist. And this flawed system that we see the devastating effects of day in, day out is nothing but a big game. And if we choose not to, we don't have to play. We don't have to play.